what you do your back step, then you step forward with your left foot, leaders.
A few dancing tips for the guests at a tea party in Bristol, in aid of those who support the elderly. Then a special guest arrives.
So I'm going to introduce you now to some of the people from RBS.
The Duchess would have been retired herself if she didn't have a job for life.
Hello, Pilford. How are you?
It's important for members of the royal family like the Duchess to be meeting the public, to be relevant to their lives, but also to be seen to be relevant to their lives, which is why we, the media, are here. Camilla is the friendliest member of the royal family, if you speak to the members of the press pack that follow her. I've never seen her take it this far, though. She's hit the dance floor with one of the photographers, Arthur Edwards of The Sun.
I was so delighted to meet her, and I thought what a gentle, delightful woman she is, actually.
Thank you very much for all you do, and thank you very much to my dance partners for giving me such a nice twirl. I wasn't expecting it. I would have put on my dancing shoes had I known.
Then we're off to a very different engagement.
They had no idea.
A shelter for victims of domestic violence.
It's just over 2 years now since my two sons was taken by the father with the fire. He barricaded them in. All I could do was hold them as they died, and it's every parent's worst nightmare not to be there when they need you the most.
In 2002 he attacked me with a blowtorch, a 3-day torture of knives and broken glass.
We need more refugees rather than less now. I mean, it's on the up. It's not going to go away.
Lucy's one of our directors.
The shelter is run by a charity and funds are low. The Duchess speaks to staff to find out how they're coping. I managed to grab a word with her as she made her way around. You've heard some incredibly powerful stories today. What are you able to bring to these sorts of conversations?
Well, I'm not sure what I'm able to bring. It's what all these very brave ladies tell me. It's seeing is believing, or hearing is believing. I think, like many other people in this country, I didn't know much about domestic abuse. In fact, I knew nothing at all. Read a bit about it. And I think that I went to visit another charity called Save Lives, where again I sat round and listened to some very brave ladies tell their stories, and I think everybody there was moved to tears. And I thought as I came out, I thought, you know, I just wish there was something I could do to help.
You're able to coordinate groups, bring publicity?
That's what I try and do, is to bring everybody together, to coordinate them, to get them talking so they come up with the ideas. I think we can talk. It was a taboo subject, and I think we can talk about it now, and if I can talk about it and bang the drum a bit, so can a lot of other people. So that's what I'm trying to do to help. But again, it's these wonderful people that do the hard work, and you heard the ladies who are talking today and telling their stories. Well, you have to be very brave to stand up and tell, you know, talk about all those terrible things that have happened to you. Anyway, I can only hope that someday we can make it better.
Thank you for speaking to me.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
This, we think, is the longest she's ever spoken on camera. It's an issue she cares deeply about. We've been allowed into the convoy and we're heading to the Duchess's third engagement in a matter of hours.
Hello. Enjoying your day?
Very much so.
She's visiting a row of independent shops. A bite of chocolate, perhaps not that easy to enjoy in front of a bank of cameras. And a brush with the public. The visit was unannounced for security reasons and came as quite a surprise.
All the post office ladies were like, oh, she's come in. I was just like, she was in just by the charity shop. I was like, wow, because she's amazing. She's one of a kind. She's really, really good.
There's no doubt the British public has warmed to Camilla in the 12 years since she's been married to Prince Charles. Each engagement bringing her a little closer to the public and connecting her with them. This day's not done just yet, though. She's off to London for another engagement.
Bye.
Max Foster, CNN, Bristol, England.